Hi, everybody. I'm here, cuddling Mr. Kitty here. How you doing, Mel? How's it going? Doing all right. I got the thumbs up from the sound check, doing the sound check. And let's see. So today, I wanted to talk about something that a lot of us do subconsciously. Being our own worst enemy. Oh, God. Do we have more coffee made?
Yeah. Give me your cup.
Ha
I'll bring some water.
So, are we our own worst enemy? Well, as it turns out, a lot of times, yes. When it comes to being your own worst enemy, it's not as apparent as deliberate self-sabotage. Sometimes it is a little more nuanced. Let's take, for example, yesterday I was talking about leveraging the internet and finding no-cost mentorship help with your business, with your digital entrepreneurship. And I can't help but think that most people, this is one of the places where they sabotage themselves. They figure, oh well, I'm in this all alone. This is my boat. This is my cross to bear, and I'm going to go and do it all by myself. And that's not how it works. I understand that some people have this weirdo Ayn Rand fantasy about how they are everything and they're everyone and everything that they need, and that's never the case. Yes, as much as I am very pro market, very pro individual ownership of the means of production and stuff like that, I understand that cooperation works a lot better than solitary existence for just survival in total. Hang on a second. Yes, no shit, the network is live. It's me, you moron. All right, so, and then I talked about, finding mentors on the internet and whatnot, and that's an important part, with every aspect of life. Finding people who know more than you, who know what you don't even know that you don't know, is very important. Oh, dear God. Yes, I know my Facebook video started. I'm on it, you idiot. My fucking phone is a walnut. Oh, look at that cleavage.
Hi, guys. Hi, Vinny.
I'm not sure who's here besides Vinny and Grim. There is somebody watching from my Facebook page, so
Hello.
I don't know who you are, but you could say hi,
Don't be shy.
So with that, I don't want to get all psychologist on everybody because I'm not qualified to do that. I will tell you from personal experience, a lot of self-sabotage comes from lingering depression and unresolved issues and stuff like that. I know that. I know that from what? Stop pointing at me.
I'm the queen of self-sabotage.
So I do know where it comes from personal experience, from
Trauma.
from seeing it in others and whatnot. But the point is that those are habits, and though it's hard to break habits, as an entrepreneur, you need to actually start considering forming good habits and disassembling or disregarding your bad habits. It's cyclical behavior. You feel like you have to do everything on your own, and you can't, and you fail, and you never really look at it as a matter of it being a failure because you can't grow out of your own patterns, and that's a problem, and we have to actually tackle that as entrepreneurs, each of us individually, as a group. It's the reason why I made the network, because I know that not anybody can do everything all by themselves, and not everybody has unlimited funds to do everything, or to pay someone to do everything. Thank you, Vinny. Vinny with the one-liners. So, with that said, there's other things. There's imposter syndrome, which I had actually talked about in December, where we just don't feel like we're qualified to do the things that we do, and that inherently is bullshit as well. I mean, I can list off at least 100 people who are probably a lot more qualified to teach people music theory, teach people how to play bass, how to play piano, how to play guitar, or anything than I am. The difference is that when I say things, I belong to an academy which I seek to learn more knowledge about music and bass. When I drop things in there, half the students are like, wow, I never looked at it like that. Now I understand it. And that tells me that it's not so much that there are more people qualified. Of course, there are going to be more people qualified. There's more people qualified to do anything, always. No one is ever really 100% the top of anything. But
so like the interaction between the mentors that are there, the teachers,
But
and they're just accepting as can be.
Right, but I'm not talking about those guys.
I know.
I'm talking about the.
I know,
students.
but they're kind of like your peers in a way.
But like each one of them is a professional musician who's been on albums, has done tours and stuff like that. That's not me. I don't appear on an album at all, and the closest thing I did to touring was bars, and not many of them, not for very long. But the interaction I have with the fellow students there lets me know. Lets me know that it's not a matter of being the top or being the best. It's about having a way to explain things that resonates with other people. It's, you can be given information till the cows come home, but if it's not packaged in a way that you can accept or you can understand, well, then it's just gibberish to you. I can write you out calculus formulas to explain things, and if you don't understand calculus, I might as well be telling them to you in Japanese, and you'd be just as hopeless. No, I have never met Hans, and I don't wish to. To be completely honest, anyone who claims to be the best at everything usually is full of shit, and I try to filter those people out of my life. I'll give you a perfect example. I work with somebody who is the hero of every story he tells. The hero. Not a person who's on the right side of it. The literal hero of every story he tells is him. That tells me one thing, that he is full of shit. He never fails. He never fucks up. He never this. And people who are in a position that should know better than him always fail, and he comes to the rescue. That tells me that he's full of shit. Like 90% of the stuff that he says is usually a lie. And turns out when pressed to other people, the people he was talking about, None of them remember anything the same way that he does.
Vinny.
So, with that being said, imposter syndrome, assuming you know everything, or assuming that you aren't good enough, they're two sides of the same coin, and they're really sourced from, internal messages, and you really need to break that vicious cycle, or you're never really going to get anywhere. And that's pretty much that. I mean,
Should quote Vinny there.
no. Fortunately, I'm in charge of that part, so no. Like I had said yesterday, without seeking mentorship, without seeking people who may have even the slightest nugget of knowledge that you just don't have, you really have absolutely zero opportunity to learn the things that you don't even know that you don't know. And I gave a personal story yesterday about how being involved in Scott Space Lessons Academy clued me into some of the things that I'd forgotten, obviously, because it had been years since I was in any type of formal education involving music. And then also enlightened me to things that I wasn't even aware of. And I wasn't aware that I didn't even know them. So these are things that you gain from humbling yourself, from understanding that you are not the end all be all of all information, and that there are going to be other people who have different or better information than you, and constantly driving to learn. I can't stress this enough. Donna was talking about the mentors program at SBL, and I'm thoroughly impressed by it. But I can't stress enough how every single one of the mentors is saying, and this is something I'm working on right now. And it takes a certain level of humility, humbleness, to admit that despite the fact that you are a professional and you are a well-recognized professional, that you are still capable of accepting new information. Being Schultz isn't good either, Graham, because openly claiming that you know nothing is also bad, because then there's no real place to start dropping that education. I mean, I try to do my best with ILMT, because I do understand that there are going to be people who are going to come to ILMT that have absolutely zero understanding, have never picked up an instrument before, and are like, all right, well, now what do I do? Teach me how to be creative. I don't generally promise anybody anything like, oh, learn how to make music in 30 days, because I know better. I know it's a lifelong study. I know this is something that even though I'm doing it, I'll be doing it for the rest of my life, and that's it. I'll be learning for the rest of my life, and that's it. You can't say, well, now I've arrived and I have everything under control, and I know everything, and no one knows better than I do, because then you're going to turn around, hey, look at my cat's asshole. You're going to turn around and look at my cat's asshole is what you're going to do. See that? Do you see that? Everyone enjoying this? It's kitty porn. I think it's James on Facebook.
Yeah, I think so.
Because he just liked it.
Yes.
Seek mentorship, and if you, in seeking mentorship, you come across somebody who says, I know everything, You should probably seek different mentorship. I'll tell you that right now. Hey, buddy. Buddy Boy's being rambunctious, mainly because, my attention's focused this way instead of on whatever he's doing. So, there's that. What the hell is that? What is
Light
that?
of cartwheels.
Oh, okay.
Relating the cat.
Hang on. Hi, buddy. How you doing? Again, I have captured him in his shenanigans. Yeah, I mean, I don't know how further to embellish this. I could tell you stories about people who seem to think they know it all, and then when everything comes crashing around their ears, it's ultimately very hilarious to me, and then it needs to be fixed by hard work by many other people who may be more familiar with. Buddy, why, buddy, why?
Because we're in the middle of a production. He wants to be famous.
So, yeah. Where was I? And that's that. I mean, the stakes are high when you own your own business, because it's your money, it's your future, it's your what you're planning on doing, your passion, your whatever, and you just do a disservice to yourself, to your customer base, your potential customer base, by just assuming, well, this is my project, therefore I have to be able to do everything, and not have the humility to what am I trying to say? The humility to accept knowledge from other people or accept help from other people. Self-sabotage, not accepting help from other people, not asking for help from other people when you obviously need it. Things like that. These are things we all do. We need to get out of those habits. I mean, shit. I made a living of having bad habits, so I can't. Mwah. Yes, I know. Mwah. This is a good habit, though, petting my kitty. I don't know where else to go from there. That's pretty much what I had to go with. None of the people who are successful entrepreneurs or even successful business people in the corporate world did anything by themselves, and no one in any position to help or position to further anyone's career has ever looked at someone and said, "Oh, this is the guy who knows how to do everything, and he'll fix all the problems." I know the American people are really stupid, and they think that electing a president will do that for them, but I think it's painfully apparent that that's not the case, because we still have kids in cages. And we still have a border wall going up. So turns out, blue Trump is really blue Trump. There you go. Welcome to reality, everybody. So I don't know what else to say. Yeah, every time I pick up the bass, I'm discovering new vocabulary and stuff like that. But that's not really what I'm talking about. What I'm talking about more is learning from others, learning from their mistakes, learning from the things that they do, and also having the common sense and the confidence to get the fuck out your own way and stop stopping yourself from doing things that you want to do that are great. And holding the kitty because he's a good boy. Oh, good boy. Oh, good boy. Look at me. I'm the best boy there is.
Oh. So once sweetheart at his chamber.
So, I don't know. Anyone got anything? No? Yes? Maybe?
No, I think seen every comment. So yeah.
Huh? You don't have anything to add?
No.
Huh?
No.
Huh?
So he's looking like he's ready for the bag life. So yeah.
All right. Well, I have things to get onto. I'm starting my. Well, I started last week my music theory series, and I'm doing a handout, which is going to be companion to the next video I do. So I'm going to go and do that, and make dinner, and eat dinner, and do my French lessons, and put that string retainer on that fucking banjo. Probably going to do that first so that Donna can get it tuned in, sounding right, and then get her foot attacked by my cat, and then maybe get a video recording of the banjo, making some banjo music. I also have Barton Broad tonight. B flat major grooving and fills. So it'll be sort of like the G major one, except it'll be in B flat, and yeah. There's that. Well, it's been fun. It's been real fun. And I'm going to go and make sure that I'm not, rushing into getting on to Barton Broad before 8 o'clock at like 2 seconds to go live. Bye, everybody. Have a great day. I'll see you guys later. If not later, I'll see you guys tomorrow for Feature Focus Friday, where Vinny will be interviewing us for a change. What a twist.
Right?
Yeah. Yeah, and there's that. All right. Have a great day, everybody.